I never thought a simple change in our daily routine could completely transform my marriage, but it did. It all started a few months ago. My husband, Mark, and I were drifting apart. It wasn't one big fight or a dramatic event, just a slow, quiet erosion of our connection. We were living like roommates, sharing a house, but not our lives. We'd come home from work, exhausted, eat dinner in front of the TV, and then retreat to our separate corners of the house. The silence between us was growing louder every day. I missed him. I missed the way we used to talk for hours, the easy laughter, the feeling that we were a team. I felt so lonely, even when he was sitting right next to me. One evening, feeling particularly desperate, I decided I had to do something. I couldn't just watch our marriage fade away. I thought about all the advice I'd ever read in magazines, date nights, grand romantic gestures, weekend getaways, but honestly, we were both too tired and too disconnected for any of that to feel natural. It felt like trying to put a fancy bandage on a deep wound. I needed something simple, something small we could build on. Then, a random idea popped into my head. It was so simple, it was almost silly. What if we started showering together? It wasn't about being romantic or intimate in a physical way, not at first. It was just about sharing a space, a few minutes of our day, without the distraction of phones, TV, or work. It was a space where we literally couldn't hide from each other. I was nervous to even suggest it. What if he thought it was weird? What if he said no? That night, as he was about to head into the bathroom, I took a deep breath and just said it. Hey, can I join you? He looked surprised, a little confused, but then he just shrugged and said, sure, why not? That first shower was awkward. We stood on opposite ends of the small space, the water spraying between us. We didn't say much. I think I commented on the new shampoo, and he mumbled something about his day at work. It was barely a conversation. When we got out, I felt a little disappointed. Was this a stupid idea? Was it just making things more uncomfortable? But I decided to stick with it. The next night, I joined him again. And the night after that, it became our new, unspoken routine. The awkwardness started to fade, replaced by a quiet comfort. We weren't trying to force deep conversations. We just were. We were present. The warm water seemed to wash away some of the tension we'd been carrying around all day. It was a neutral ground, a small sanctuary just for us. Slowly, things started to change outside the shower, too. The small talk about shampoo and weather started to become real conversations. One night, under the running water, he started telling me about a problem he was having with his boss. It was the first time in months he had really opened up to me about work. I just listened, really listened, without offering solutions or judgments. I could feel a wall between us starting to crumble, brick by tiny brick. We started talking about our dreams again, the silly inside jokes came back, and we even started planning a small trip, something we hadn't done in years. The shower became our daily check-in. It was a guaranteed 10 minutes of uninterrupted time together. No phones, no distractions. Sometimes we'd talk about serious things like our finances or our fears for the future. Other times, we'd just be goofy, splashing water at each other like kids. We were reconnecting in the most unexpected place. This little ritual had a ripple effect on our entire relationship. Because we were connecting on a deeper level every day, the physical intimacy came back naturally, without pressure. It wasn't just a physical act anymore. It was an expression of the closeness we had rebuilt. We started holding hands again while watching TV. We started leaving little notes for each other. It felt like we were falling in love all over again. But this time, it was a more mature, more profound love, built on a foundation of genuine friendship and understanding. I know it sounds almost too simple to be true. Showering together saved my marriage. But it wasn't about the shower itself. It was about creating a consistent, intentional space for connection. It was about choosing to turn towards each other instead of away. It was a commitment to being present, to listening, and to sharing our vulnerable selves, even if just for a few minutes each day. We get so caught up in the hustle of life that we forget that the most important things are often the smallest. A shared moment, a listening ear, a quiet space together. For us, that space was the shower. For you, it might be a morning coffee together before the kids wake up, a walk after dinner, or 5 minutes of cuddling before you fall asleep. The key is to find that small, sacred time and protect it fiercely. It's about carving out a moment that says, you are my priority. We are my priority. This journey taught me that you don't always need grand gestures to fix a broken connection. Sometimes, you just need to be willing to get a little vulnerable, a little awkward, and show up for each other day after day. It's the small, consistent efforts that rebuild bridges and make love last. If you're feeling disconnected from your partner, I encourage you to find your own version of our shower time. Find that small, manageable ritual that you can commit to every single day. You might be surprised at how such a small change can lead to a massive transformation. It truly changed everything for us. Thanks for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about connection in life. See you next time.